Xoliswa,
Hi.
how are you checking in? How was your morning?
You're a bit bumpy.
Mm,
I'm not bad, but I'm here. Smoother landing midday than in the morning.
okay, the start was rough.
Yo. From a rough night, So, but here we are. We soldier on.
Yeah, okay. Now, thank you for coming despite the bumpy morning.
Yes, the turbulence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for making time to come and sit with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I hope you are feeling good and keen on the
Yeah, I'm
conversation.
really excited. I love collaborating with people. I love engaging with people and
Yeah,
sharing or exchanging ideas. So I'm here for it.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump right into it.
Mm-hmm.
You are a teacher
Mm-hmm.
by
Profession.
profession,
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking at your qualifications,
Mm-hmm.
and for me it was a bit strange because it looked like when you finished your matric, teaching was not part of the plan. If I just looked at your qualifications, but at some point this thing came up.
Yeah, it
What
did.
inspired? What made you go into teaching?
So to be honest, it was in my journey of me pursuing a job in commerce. I studied accounting.
Yeah.
And I did my honors in accounting, and it was when I was doing my honors that I started tutoring accounting at third year level.
Hmm.
And let me tell you something, accounting is a very stressful course. I learned how to handle failure in my honors.
Did
At
you fail?
times, some subjects, yeah, it
Okay.
was a norm, like to an extent,
I
it was
know.
really like a mountain to climb. So I dealt with a lot of things that I have never dealt with before.
Hmm.
And my escape was my tutoring sessions.
Okay.
I would feel so energized after my sessions with the students, and when we started our sessions, they would be dull when I look into their eyes. But as the weeks went by, as they started improving with their performance with their tests,
Hmm.
there was a spark that the students had, and their gravitation to want to learn more. After the sessions, after an hour, was it 2 hours? They don't just run out the lecture room. They still linger. They want to do more. Do
Yeah.
you understand?
The conversations.
Yeah. So I fell in love with seeing that spark in people. I fell in love with making an impact. So to be honest, it started there. I ignored it, went into the financial world, worked for two large companies, head office in Senton, and
Okay.
then later Four Ways, respectively. But I came back to what took my breath away, and that was the creation of the spark.
Hmm.
So that, in conjunction with COVID-19, where everything stopped, not being certain what the future held,
Yeah.
led me to where I am, an educator by profession, and I love what I do. I love working with 2Ks. One of my mantras is youth development, and to pour myself in as many young people as I can,
Yeah.
so that I die empty because I just impacted as many people as possible.
Sure.
So yeah, that's what led me here.
Okay. No, nice one. Nice one.
Yeah.
When you were working as an accountant,
hmm
were you happy?
I started being unhappy at varsity.
Okay. You started
It
disliking.
started
Yeah.
draining me to when I the more work I did, like the more you do and the more you
Hmm.
realize that this will be your life forever.
Yeah.
And so the turning point in my heart was at that point that I don't see myself being happy going into an office. I don't see myself being happy, wearing heels every day, having like same schedule or similar schedule every day.
Hmm.
I don't see myself not engaging with people instead engaging with a laptop. Excel is very challenging for me, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so many reasons why I just started losing myself because it's not what I thought it was. So it wasn't even when I started working, it was when I was still
While
busy
you're
with the
still at
qualification.
varsity.
Yeah, it really, you know, I had a suicidal thought
Ooh.
because like I'm saying, I was dealing with failure. I'm not great.
Yeah.
I used to not be so great at dealing with failure and loss. So that's something that God had to force me to learn. And you know, when He takes over in my life, it's very disruptive, very destructive, and He doesn't even care because He's doing what it needs to be. He's doing what needs to be done. He's the
Okay.
Lord, you know. For me to learn what I need to learn, to be the woman that I need to be for a certain level of my life. And that was my time or my season to deal with failure or
Yeah.
aspects of failure. So I had thought of injecting like air bubbles in my veins, like things that are
Ooh. Yeah.
100% or not 100%, but a high probability of.
Yeah, going
Do you
out.
understand? So it
I
wasn't
get that.
even attention seeking. It was really, I need an escape.
And this was as a result of the struggles or the dislike of the space or the course that you were doing.
I think the course, man, I don't want to go too deep into it, but I really have learned strong opinions about just how the accounting stream is curated.
Yeah.
But that's honestly a story for another day. Yeah.
Okay. But when you finished your matric, did you foresee that? Did you think this is a course that I'm gonna enjoy? Is it something that you wanted to
Yeah,
do, or
even
it's one of those things that you tick and select and as a
no.
third option, and
Oh
now you get
no. I did a
accepted?
psychometric assessment
Okay.
and I scored 91% or 93% for chartered accountancy.
Okay.
So, with that being said, my first option though for studying was architecture or civil engineering, of which I got provisional acceptance for. And then plan B was accounting, of which my parents forced me to have a plan B rather. They forced me to have a plan B. I was reluctant, but eventually I chose accounting, you know, from the evidence of that psychometric test. But when I got into it, first year was okay, second year was okay, third year, hey, it started getting spicy.
Yeah.
Then honors, bombastic. So I started losing myself in spite of what a psychometric assessment said. And I
Said
feel
about you.
like as
Yeah.
a person, you evolve. So
True.
your character may develop or deepen or weaken your taste, your interests, your perspectives. That all evolves rather. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Let's go on to the next thing. So now
Yeah,
COVID happens, and then
yeah.
after COVID, you then get an opportunity to go into.
During COVID, I was studying. I was losing my mind.
Okay.
I was
Studying or
losing.
teaching?
Yes,
Okay.
one of another teaching qualification on top of the one that I had.
Yeah.
I started losing my mind. So I was studying,
Okay.
not knowing what the future held, not knowing if entrepreneurship was feasible, if business, I mean, everything stopped. Businesses closed down, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like, I am a very dependent person. No, not, no, independent, sorry, yeah. I'm a very independent person. Ooh,
Independent.
dependent, no ways.
Dependent.
Yep.
Interdependent.
So I tend to be hyper independent at times,
Okay.
but I'm an independent person. So it made me insecure to know during COVID, I can't rely on my business. I was self-employed at the time.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna be like begging or doing things I thought I would never do to make a living? Like what? What's gonna happen? So me doing teaching, because I also did my teaching English as a foreign language
Okay.
course that time. I wanted to go abroad and teach or teach English rather, you know. So
Yeah.
that was my plan. You know, in conjunction with me having been a tutor, I was also a teacher assistant at varsity. So it just made sense for that to be my next plan. Not knowing, you know, what the future held
Yeah.
during COVID. Yeah.
Okay. So now you get the job and then you go into teaching. Let's
Mhm.
talk about the first day. What was your perspective going into
Wow, that's interesting.
into a high school. I mean, this is your first day.
Yeah.
What is your perspective in as far as leadership is concerned, in as far as communication is concerned, in as far as dealing with high school, children
Sure, that is
versus today?
wow.
Like
Versus today.
yeah.
Ooh. Wow, that is a very interesting question. Very, very interesting. I just remember I used to wear heels every day,
Okay.
and I had more time to care like how I look like going to work.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's relevant or not. So I remember. And I'm the type
So
of
you would
person,
have spent like 30 to an hour
yeah,
preparing yourself for the
and
first
pencil
day.
heel. No,
Yeah.
my heels are chunky. Like I'm not trying to
Okay.
I just need to get to class, get to it,
Mm.
enforce discipline, because working with adolescents is crazy. But back to your question, my perception then was this is a new space. It's nothing I can't handle. I will take it as it comes.
Mm.
I'll make sure I make a positive name for myself. I'm a professional person, so let's go with it. I'm a very flexible individual. I can adapt very well,
Mm.
because I think that's also like a leadership trait. Your flexibility, your changeability to an environment, to a situation, So no matter what happened, I just knew that I could handle it, and I'm a person who was raised by very strong parents, who have a background in education themselves. So it wasn't an unfamiliar space.
Yeah.
I've witnessed them navigating their profession. I've seen them grow up, glow up, and they met, in the profession as well. So
Okay.
yeah, I just feel like it was a chapter for me to curate my own story with the backdrop of having parents who did so many amazing things within the education space.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. So at least you had some reference that you could
100%,
use to
100%.
determine or
Yeah, yeah.
create expectations going into that space.
But not create expectations as such, because our parents, they come from a different time to
Yeah.
today. It's the fourth industrial revolution. Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite comedians. He refers to this age as the age of spin. So much is happening at the same time.
Mm.
Access to information, like a lot is happening. So the playing field is different now than then.
Yeah.
you know so it's not to have a basis of expectations, but to reference like, okay, I know people that did it. I saw it wasn't easy all the time, but they were always positive, they were always consistent. On random days going to the mall, learners would come and greet them. Learners that grow like alumni of the school,
Yeah.
went to varsity, now they're in professions. um, and you'd be surprised how learners will come through for you. You'd be dealing with an insurance claim or an issue, the learner works there. You'll be
Yeah.
needing an
This is the
assistance
guy
at the
that used
bank.
to teach.
They are there. This is the person that used to teach. You know what I mean? So I think because of seeing that cycle, or that circle of life, if that makes sense, I just knew that whatever my story is, the foundation was good.
Mm.
You understand? Yeah. That word expectation, it's the root of a lot of disappointment.
Yeah. Okay.
You
maybe
know,
maybe it's a bad word, but
not that it's a bad word, but
reference
it's,
like
yeah,
you
reference
had
like,
some sort of a
yeah,
reference to
like
to
so even if I had like a challenge or a curveball, I have a plug or plugs, because I'm
Yeah.
still blessed to have both of them still alive.
Okay.
I have plugs to go to assist me, to give me advice, or you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then we'll come back to some classroom activities.
Ooh, okay.
Let's talk about. I mean, we've got a few of your products
Yes.
here. Let's talk about your entrepreneurship.
Do
Journey.
you have a lighter?
I don't.
I wanted to switch on this candle.
Ooh, I
Yeah,
didn't
it's
bring
cool.
a lighter.
No, it's
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
We'll do it next time.
Yeah. That's cool.
Hopefully it'll be next time.
Yeah.
When do you go into business? I understand that you worked for about 2 years.
From probably 2016, 2017, up until 20. Oof.
18, 19.
Yeah. Roundabout. Round about there.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was not employed. I was um, contracted or mandated. It's different jurisdictions whereby a contract that is an employment contract or a contract of mandate, or if you're contracted for a certain amount of time,
Okay.
it allows you to be flexible to also have other streams of income.
Yeah.
Whereas when you are
Full time.
full time employed, you need to disclose what you're doing,
Yeah.
So I just want to clear that out. So it never, wherever I worked, never interrupted my entrepreneurship.
Okay.
You get it?
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
So I could do both things. I never had to report to the office every day, It was field work at times. So it just made, I could balance things,
Yeah.
working at a firm, at a company, while also
Running your
running
own.
my own, at that time, online shop, or doing deliveries based on, online orders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But what inspired that? Like, what made you go into sincerely yours? I know you like use the abbreviated name
SY.
SY.
Yeah.
I find that sincerely yours slaps better because
Do you think it's,
I can relate to that.
I get you.
I get where that comes from.
I
But
get
when you
you.
say SY, I don't know. That's just me.
No, I understood.
Where does the inspiration come from?
Oh, I'm even glowing thinking about my firstborn. So I've always I've always known I wanted to be into business. My
Hmm.
parents like business. I have they just always had different streams of income, hustling, trying to raise us in the best way they could,
Hmm.
selling this, trying that. And my dad told me when he was younger, I used to like sell things like door to door, electronics, clothes, like, you
Okay.
feel me? So I grew up in such a home where my parents always tried to make a plan. And I grew up seeing that. At some point I was driving, like I was one of the drivers in one of their companies,
Okay.
on the weekend. So I think the business bug comes from home.
Oh, that
So it's
exposure.
embedded really, really deep within me. And then I've always known I want to go into business. And I know that I knew rather that I just wanted to make people feel good.
Hmm.
My love language rather is acts of service.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to make people feel good. I want to cater to people. I want a brand that caters to people. So beauty, self-care, was the obvious choice. When I was in varsity, maybe I was doing my third year. I had my first client or customer. Yeah.
Hmm.
She was the mother to one of our lecturers for, I think, management accounting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to mention her name and all that, but her being my first client just catapulted me in this direction and started everything. She ordered a Peruvian wig and closure, 2.3 or 2.1,
Okay.
right? And in order to persuade her to into that sale, I had a 200 rand, and with that 200 rand, I ordered hair from Joburg. I was in Bloemne. I went to UFS. I ordered hair from Joburg with 200. It was an 8-inch Brazilian
Yeah.
bundle, quality, right? And that's what I used to show people. Look what I saw. You can order from me. You can trust me. So unfortunately, the lady, she got scammed before with buying hair, and she
Oh.
was so reluctant to buy from me. But she knew she could trust me, and she knew how to find me. I think that's an element of when you trust a process. If you or in business, if you know where the business is situated, or you know how to easily get a hold of
Yeah.
someone from the business, it just makes it a bit easier, isn't it?
Yeah. It creates
So
some level of trust.
100%, because she came to my place, drove to my place with her husband, saw where I stay. She knew that her son is one of my lecturers, so there was that element of, I know where to get you. And she told me, listen, baby girl, here's the money, cash. Please give me a copy of your ID. You know,
Okay.
I gave it to her. I've got nothing to hide. And I mean, I can trust her with that information. She's not a stranger. I gave it to her. After a few days, 2 days, she got her order. She was happy. Beautiful quality hair that she still has
Hmm.
today. I think that was in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, my first sale was like 2.3. I can do this.
Yeah.
And
And how much were you spending? What was
on
the cost?
maybe the profit margin. I can't.
You can't disclose. You don't want to
No, I don't want
disclose.
to disclose,
You still
but
have, do you still sell hair? No.
not Peruvian wigs or
Okay.
not
All right. No,
Peruvian
I understand.
extensions as such,
I
because you need to adapt.
Yeah.
I've changed as a person. My standards of beauty and my perception of beauty has evolved. You know, and I just think and feel that we need to celebrate also the indigenous hairstyles, our braids, our
Yeah.
afros, and
Yeah.
afro textures. So I'm leaning more towards that direction of making wigs of that nature
Okay.
accessible and beautiful for our African queens.
Yeah.
Not to say the Peruvian and the Vietnamese hair is not important. I mean, I have that hair, plenty of it. I used to sell it. I've learned a lot, and I respect that hustle. But I'm just saying, we also should celebrate,
Our own.
our own.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we have to.
All right. Okay. So I just want to go back to your point. Saying you sold this one for 2.3.
It was 2.3, yeah.
So you made a good
Yeah.
profit out of
In
it.
that time, the market wasn't as saturated as it is now. And I mean, I'm in Bloom. I'm in Bloemfontein. I didn't have much competition at the time, honestly. So that's the thing about quality. If you have quality, you will make money. There's no quality will never go out of fashion. It will always be cute having quality, and that's the thing. So with entrepreneurship, especially in the beginning, we feel pressure to price out things in such a way whereby we're the cheapest. But it's not about being the
No,
cheapest.
I've learned that
It's
also.
it's
It
it's
doesn't work.
no, it
It
doesn't.
doesn't work.
Your
You
business
need to.
in 2020 in COVID, my business stayed afloat with one client, two clients, my A-type clients, that never complained about pricing because they knew what they were getting. Quality
Yeah.
as much as we could. It's not perfect all the time, but the aim is to give quality all the time. Yeah.
No, I can share the sentiment. When we went into our first business, I think our worry or concern was that the type of business that we are doing was upholstery. There's a lot of people that are doing that, and the prices that we wanted to charge were higher than what the ordinary people are charging. But what I found doing that business is, as long as you provide quality, as long as you are transparent in how you are
100%.
charging, people are very much keen to support you. So quality.
Always.
I agree with you. Okay, so 2016 you ran this business. You are still a student.
Yeah.
The inspiration was basically you. Obviously, you're a
From
lady.
home.
Yeah.
From home. I like. I was the type of girl. I used to write my exams in heels.
Okay.
Because I was that, like, I had such
Was
a
that
strong
allowed?
At varsity.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking high school.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
oh no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
I was a
varsity.
nerd, I kind of still am, but yeah, in varsity, I used to write my exams in heels.
Okay.
I was that girl, pencil skirt heels. Not all the exams, but when I felt, like, no, today I'm Felicia, So you can imagine, I like beauty, personal care. Not that I don't now, but I was so impressionable by it, and so that reflected, what I was selling also, girly things. I would sell like accessories also, order in bulk, sell that, accessories, sunglasses. I mean, I've always been a hustler, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I started paying tax when I was 19.
Okay.
Let's clock that.
So you've been in the
white collar
business space.
Yep.
Yeah.
So besides business, I was employed by the university in my first year.
Okay.
19, yeah. That's where I had to register for tax. So I was employed by the university. I started off with the SRC, like the leadership, and then I was also a marker.
Okay.
And then I became a tutor, and then a teacher assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just always been about the bag.
Okay.
Still am.
I want to jump. Now I want to move from 2016 to 2020.
Okay.
During COVID.
Sure.
You and a partner, you form
Don't
professionals.
say partner, please, my friend.
He's a friend.
Please,
Okay,
yes, he's my brother. I know
But
you mean
were
well.
you were in, I mean, in business. You were partners.
No, we've always been friends. He's my brother. I love
Okay.
him so much, you know. He's a friend that's turned into a brother. So we were just friends.
Okay.
He's in the law
Yeah.
field. For me, it's accounting. Both of us, we're also entrepreneurs, you know.
Yeah.
That's our
Okay.
But in respective places, you know,
I
and
get you.
spaces. So I think our point of collaboration was, yo, we are bored. What can we do?
Yeah.
You know? So it wasn't even an intentional collaboration. It was just like it's almost like a planned haphazard beauty, spontaneous,
Yeah.
magical, you know, however
Yeah.
you look
Okay.
at it. Yeah.
All right. So what do you want me to call them? A co-founder. Is that a
Co-founder
better word?
sounds amazing.
Okay.
Yes.
You and your co-founder,
Mhm.
you start this campaign, professionals
Sharing insight. PSI.
Yeah. How did this
The inspiration.
idea come about?
So, I think it was February that time. Yeah, I've got a photographic memory at times now. So in my mind, I can see the word document that was drafted. Yeah, I think it was around February. Because I remember by March in 2020, it was full on lockdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
the restrictions or the staying home and all that started in February, maybe.
I think I can
Around
March, maybe
So-
late Feb.
maybe late Feb. So I remember Feb, we drafted this thing. At that time, it was supposed to be like a breakfast meeting,
Okay.
you know, still with that professional tone. And then March came, and it was like, yo, what's happening? What is this? Everything's closed, shut down. It was something new to everyone, you know. So I remember that time, a lot of my associates, the creatives, we bonded, you know. We bonded because we had a lot in common, and we, because of like the restrictions and social distancing,
Yeah.
it was really psychologically, that duration, we gravitated towards our tribes, and we gravitated more towards our tribes and spent more time with our people, even if it was virtually. So I shared with my people, you know, this breakfast meet, blah 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 blah, and that was the brainchild towards everything. So the person that understood what I was doing at the time was Tabang, Advocate Tabang Sakhache.
Okay.
That's his name. And then he brought onto the table all that perspective of making it strong on the professionals. And it was premised on Hosea 4:6. Um, for a lack of knowledge, my people perish. We both agreed on that verse. We love that verse.
Okay.
We both love God. We've shared so much together and all of that, ne? As a side important note. So Hosea
Okay.
4:6, for a lack of knowledge, my people perish, you know. And it was a very personal um what can I say? It was a very personal theme, I would say, because our brown skinned people don't have access to information. It's very sad.
Yeah.
As a brown skinned person in the whole economic chain, the value chain, if you go to the bank, the interest rates are the highest. If you want to establish a business, you don't get a business loan as easy as our counterparts. There are a lot of references I can give, but I'm not trying to make it political. I'm not trying to. It's not about race. We're stating facts, you know. So we just decided, no, let's share with the people. Let's have a virtual setting. At that time, Zoom like started, I think it blew up during like lockdown. Zoom and the online platforms and all that. We're gonna host the first meeting was him and I, him talking about legal issues and me financial issues, not giving advice. We were just having conversations about facts and information with people that wanted to hear, had an interest. So we'd have a poster before the meeting, maybe a week before. It would circulate. We'd also circulate the meeting, the link, you know. People join.
Yeah.
We go on, we're talking. It's an informal setting, obviously in the comfort of your home, but we are connecting and talking about really, really important things. So from that week, we were able to approach other subsequent guests, which happened to be like CEOs of companies, like big people, you know. We had the at that time he was the CEO of the NYDA,
Okay.
Wasim Karim. I don't know if he's still the CEO of the Black Business Council, Khalema. Ne? I think it's Mr.
Okay.
Khalema. People from mining, property, and it was honestly an overwhelming support
Yeah.
for guests who wanted to share information, who were doing really, really good in their respective places, and who gravitated towards the vision. It was great in that regard. Also in the reception of, the public, during the process, we were featured. We got an online feature. I think it was News 24. We also did radio segments with maybe there's 2 radio stations in different countries other than Gauteng.
Okay.
By the way, where again, it's professional sharing insight, law, legal, finance, money.
Yeah.
Again, not giving advice, just talking about the information, sharing information, and was really, really dope. And I think that catapulted a few things and inspired creators who took on that baton. And it is what it is today. You can see the market. It's a norm to have such meetings. And glory to God, honestly.
Yeah,
glory to God.
I wish you. Why did you stop? When I saw this idea and when you sent me some of your documents, I was like, I mean,
are you crazy?
This.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, because I agree with you. We are in a society, because this was also a think tank. We are in a society that often does not have a lot of say in legislation, reform, policy amendments. And when I think about platforms like that, I mean, they are quite key. I
think Tepi was a partner. I think it's is it Durfla? But I mean, him and his associates, they have like an accounting firm.
Okay.
And they're so young, or we were young that time. We're not that young anymore, but it was just such an amazing time, honestly, to witness so many knowledgeable brown-skinned individuals that are professionals, who are just starting out and who are also established. But
because for me, it feels like you went into a business that became profitable, that made money, and then you decided to leave it.
Yeah,
because I or maybe there's another reason that I'm not privy to.
Tepi and I, we we're in the process of establishing a magazine.
Okay.
We had a sample cover, we really, really wanted to go far with this. The intention was there. We had engaged, or we had started engaging the CETAs, and all of that. So I think what I can say, in all honesty, an eye cannot see itself. An eye cannot see itself. And when we did this, it was more of a what do we call these terms? It was more like a passion project.
Okay.
It was a passion project. We are both doing something that we are passionate about. We are passionate about our brown skin people, the brown skin community, the advancement thereof, and business. We are young, we are agile. Let's do this. We have time. Nothing's happening,
Yeah.
you know? It's 2020. That's just our mindset. So we didn't do it with the expectation that it would like go so big. And I think at that time we had our respective things. He got busy, I got busy, and life goes on. Honestly, the following year I gave birth to my beautiful son. The following year I lost my bro. The following year, like, then just life went
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
So it makes me feel, I don't know if it's some type of way, but I don't allow myself to trip because, like, I'm not a greedy person. And I feel like Tepang actually taught me this: a dream not realized is a dream transferred. So if you don't realize a dream, and especially if it comes from a sacred place, a godly place, if you don't realize it, someone else will. So with that being said, I believe that the dream has been realized by others and people are benefiting, because it was never about me, but it was the advancement of the community. And I feel
Okay.
so good that we have advanced as a brown skin community, as professionals. You was talking about how you have a vision for your podcast. I'm sure a year from now, or whenever I come back, it won't be the same as what it looks like now.
It would have
So
grown, yeah.
you feel me? So yeah, man, you need to be flexible and you need to adapt to
Okay.
life and
So
let it flow.
you don't want to revive it.
I can revive it, but I don't like to force things.
Yeah.
I don't like to force anything. Lipondo, any friendship, relation. I don't.
Okay.
Acting rich. No, I don't like
Yeah.
to force things. So if it's organic and if it works, sure. But if it doesn't, like I said,
That's fine.
a dream
You
not
move on to
realized
other.
is transferred. So I know such is happening some way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Going back to teaching.
Sure.
One of the platforms where you are quite popular on is
TikTok,
TikTok.
yeah.
And I see a lot of teachers are now using TikTok to share some of the moments that they're having in class.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's, TikTok challenges
Yeah.
and other things that, back when I was in high school,
Never. Yeah.
we never had such. Is that working though? I mean, is it? Would you say these new ways of educating
Are
are
working.
they effective?
Sure.
Are they?
So we are living in the fourth industrial revolution. I cannot stress this enough. It is it is so critical that we understand that we get acquainted with technology, because if we don't, it is happening in the world whether we like it or not. We will be behind. We are behind. This now in the context of South Africa, but specifically within education. In China, 4-year-olds learn about robotics. But last year, the government wanted to invest in robotics for South African pupils. However, the reading proficiency isn't strong. So they had to withdraw such plans. You get it? This is where we are. It's the fourth industrial revolution. So we need to get accustomed to technology and get comfortable at grassroots level. We need to do that at grassroots level. When I started teaching English, I was teaching learners about emails using a chalkboard. That was so bizarre. That was just, I'm teaching you about an email. I need to be using a technological, not even a machine, but a technological platform. There's a okay, I just want to disclose and make a disclosure. I am not the representative for the Department of Education. The views expressed are my own. So it is not a secret. Budgets have been cut in education, so we cannot say the learners need to have a computer in front of them too. We need to find a way to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
So maybe assist learners to establish an email account, then homework regarding that topic about technology to be done over. Do you understand? There are different ways to mitigate the problem, because if you are expecting machines, it's not going to work, right?
Yeah.
So that's just the one aspect of it. To give context, is that we are in the fourth industrial revolution. Like that's just it,
It
And then, sorry, can I just give
yeah.
you context, and then you
Okay.
will let me know if you need more details now. So with that being said, when I established the account, I've had TikTok for some time, but I would just post haphazardly. It was about me, and I'm dedicated to the youth space. I'll be doing that until I die. It's just that some projects I cannot speak about them openly. I'm not the only person on board. There are co-founders of certain projects, but they'll come to light.
Mm.
I'm extremely talented, intentional in this youth development space. I'm going to win them, and I've started winning them. I have an agenda, and so I had to get their attention,
Okay.
and they're online on social media. So my initial post that started everything, it was in October, August last year.
Okay.
Um, it's like 15 seconds. It went 15 seconds. It went viral. I think it's 1.1 m views.
Okay.
And I'm just in class. They are making a noise, and I'm trying to get them to calm down. A moment like that, and it went viral. So numbers don't lie, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. The next one went viral. Next one went viral. Then they started having conversations with me at school about more things that they've confided in me about. So this thing was working. They can
Okay.
see, oh man, is cool. Oh man, no, if she asks me to do something, I'll do it.
Mm.
So that helped me because I'm one person. If I have a learner and I know they like to bunk, they like to smoke, I fetch them where they like. I get my intel to tell me where
Where
does
they
that
are.
learner like to smoke, and I'm there.
Mm.
And I will cut that cigarette and I will take his bag and we're gonna go to class because I'm a mother and I'm a
Mm.
dedicated educator. So I go down to a learner's level. I've been to learners' homes, and do you feel me?
Yeah.
So it is working because that's the era that we're in, and also that is where the 2Ks are.
Mm. So it sort of bridges the gap.
It does. It bridges the
Okay.
gap because then it's like there is a medium that you have in common.
Mm.
We are from different planets, but at least there's some common ground. Then they can see, oh, you're relatable,
Mm.
and they can relate to you. They can confide in you versus confiding to their friend that's going to mislead them.
Mm.
That's the thing.
Okay. All right. I see Crystal is saying we are almost out of time.
Okay.
Let's talk quickly about your
Yes.
products. Tell us a bit about them. What do you have for us?
Hello, this is Xoliswa, founder and CEO at SY, Sincerely Yours Wellness and Beauty. I'm at Let's Check In podcast. So I came along with a few of our beauty products today, 100% natural and great for skin. Starting with our natural lip balm, we also have our face wash, we have our facial toner, we have serum that we use on our skin after using our face wash. We've got bath salts for aromatherapy that we can use along with the scented candle. And lastly, we have our cream that has an SPF factor and the beard balm for the gents. Sincerely Yours gives you a glow naturally.
What do I do? The other time my wife had this and I shook it to mix the colors.
Yeah,
Is that
I,
what
I
I'm supposed to
understand.
do?
So remember, as a human being, when coming to aromatherapy and trying to unwind, we are sensitive to smell, we are sensitive to texture.
Mm.
So what I love about our products is that they are natural, so they have natural benefits. So something like bath salts, it's aromatherapeutic. It's there to relax you, to unwind. In addition to the salts, we also have crystals.
Okay.
We have crystals.
Yeah.
So Epsom salts, they help to drain. I would say the things, the toxins that are not to be then that should not be in your body rather.
Mm.
So it's just like an experience. We sell things in isolation, but normally it's a package so that it's more of an experience versus a product. So with the bath salts come with bath bombs, ne? Unfortunately, we are out of stock with the bombs for
So
now.
the bomb set is the round
Yes, you
solid.
you drop them in the water, then bath bubbles, which is bubble bath, and then salt. Then you soak and you relax in the water. You reflect on your life. You know what I mean? TLC. It's tough. You
Yeah.
know, it's tough. It's a tough life right now. So you TLC. Then when you're done, you get out of the water. You pat yourself dry. Then you apply our body butter, which is made out of shea butter.
Okay.
You apply that. You feel good. It smells good because it has vitamins. Your skin
Do you have shea
reacts
butter here? No.
in the form of the lip balms. The lip
Okay.
balms has shea
Oh.
butter. I made these earlier on today for you guys, especially for you as a man. You'll smell. It's very like woody, spicy. You know, yeah, very very spicy. The other scents that we have for the lip balms, it's like vanilla and more citrusy.
Okay.
I also brought a beard balm,
Okay.
shea butter, also spicy ingredients. So yeah, I'll
Okay.
help you out afterwards and I'll apply it for you if that's okay. Yeah.
All right. And then what's in the? This is also your beard oil. I'm
Yes, it's
assuming.
toner. It's a serum for women, and then
Okay.
for men, it's in the form of an oil. So you can use it for your skin. You can use it for your hair, because that's just the benefit of natural products. They are
Okay.
good all round. Can be used for babies as well. My son loves shea butter. So yeah.
Okay. And a face wash.
Yes.
Okay. Where do people find you? I mean, where do people find your products?
We're on social media. We're on TikTok. We are on Instagram. We are also on WhatsApp. We are working on our website. We are working on establishing, a place of business so that people can come and visit. So yeah, but we are accessible. We're based in the Val, and people can find us online and come meet with us in person.
Okay.
Yes.
Xoliswa, thank you very much.
Thank
for
you,
today.
Vuyani. This was dope. Did you have a good time?
I did.
That's
I
great.
did. It
That's
was
great.
a very interesting conversation
Yeah.
about quite a lot of things.
Yeah.
I loved the journey that we took, and
Yeah.
up until we are back.
It's been a lot.
And now we can land this plane. So thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time, and I wish you nothing but the best with your podcast. We'll be watching you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you make money, this is what I ask, even from my learners. When you make it at the level where you're like, yeah, I made it, please don't forget me. All I ask for is for a full tank of petrol or whatever car I'm driving that time.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. No, thanks a lot.
Cool.
Cheers.